the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building. There's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Of unbeatens between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tote for Etienne. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Fields now to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll send Brown in motion right. Throwing on third down, Fields. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Etienne. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening back, and that's a good first step.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Once more, Etienne, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
19 Tiger.
From his own end zone, here's Willis. That one complete down the field to Smith. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Devontae Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jeffrey, number 6 now for him on the year. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Fields. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Titans are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Play action, Willis.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Right back to the air again with Willis.
Forced out to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the
that completes it again to Metcalf. Down inside the 10.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Again, Willis to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Going deep here for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Fields.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Back to throw. Fields.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Fields.
And that is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
I'm past my 50, bro. Look at it. It's 48 on my side of the field, bro.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now. 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. They find some open field here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Willis.
Dancing to his left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
T. Higgins
from 19 yards away.
And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
2nd and 4. Willis out of the gun.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
T. Higgins.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shot. The 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air, and really, Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now it's Fields. Steps away to his left. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Titans force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this out to the 34-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Willis. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2nd down. Here's Willis. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Now Willis on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Right back to the air with Willis. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Eckler now between the tackles. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. And he's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. DK Metcalf from 17 yards out. And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
In need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to raise erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Christian Fulton.
And the Titans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Willis's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Willis with it on 3rd and 1. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Devontae Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a fifth straight victory. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Fields. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On the counter, ETN. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no increases, no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
On play action, Fields. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Play fake. Here's Willis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Devontae Smith from 17 yards out. And the Titans have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
43 is the mic. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Fields now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Another try after the first down sack. Willis got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Titans, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.